Hello everyone, welcome to the English grammar class. This lesson is about tense. We are going to learn about simple present tense. Before we learn simple present tense, we need to know that there are three types of tense: present, past, and future. Each kind of tense has four subkinds. Let us see the four subkinds of present tense. Number 1, simple present. Number 2, present continuous. Number 3, present perfect. Number 4, present perfect continuous. And the four subkinds of past tense are: number 1, simple past. Number 2, past continuous. Number 3, past perfect. Number 4, past perfect continuous. And the four kinds of future tense are: number 1, simple future. Number 2, future continuous. Number 3, future perfect. Number 4, future perfect continuous. So altogether we have 12 subkinds of the three tenses. But now we are going to learn about simple present tense. Now let's come to our real topic, that is simple present tense. The formula of simple present tense is first form of the verb, negative do or does not, plus first form of the verb. Interrogative, that is question form, do or does. Here I'm using capital letter because do or does will come in the beginning of the sentence. Plus subject. Subject stands for noun or pronoun. Plus first form of the verb. We should also remember that there are three forms of verbs: first form of verb, second form of verb, and third form of the verb. Let us see a few examples on the first, second, and third form of verbs. The first one is go. The second form of go is went, and the third form of go is gone. Go, went, gone. See, saw, seen. Draw, drew, drawn. Sing, sang, sung. Do, did, done. Play, played, played. Okay, from here we can use only the first form of verbs as simple present tense. The words which are in green color should be used. We cannot use any other forms of verbs like the second form or the third form, but we have to use only the first form of verb. It is also very important to know how and when to use words like do or does. Do should be used with pronouns like I, we, you, they, and plural nouns. Does should be used with pronouns like he, she, it, and singular nouns. We should not be confused with the use of do or does. When we want to use the first form of verbs with persons like I, we, you, they, or any plural noun, we don't need to make a change or add any letters to the first form of the verb. We can use the verbs in its original form. For example, I go, we go, you go, they go, and here plural noun stands for more than one person or one thing. For example, Siam boy and Thang boy. More than one person's names. So Siam boy and Thang boy go. The same thing applies to the other verbs like watch, fly, sing, draw, play. But when the first form verb is used with persons like he, she, it, or any singular noun, we need to make a change by adding the letters s or es or ies to the first form of the verb. How to add the letters s or es or ies depend on the type of the verbs. Let us see some examples. The verb go becomes goes by adding es. Watch becomes watches by adding es to the verb. Remember, any word which ends with ch should be added with es. Fly ends with the letter Y, and before Y it is preceded by a consonant L. Because it is preceded by a consonant L, we need to replace Y with IES and it becomes flies. Sing becomes sings by adding S to the verb. Draw becomes draws by adding S to the verb. Play becomes plays. Here, the word play also ends with the letter Y, but it is preceded by a vowel A. We cannot use or we cannot replace Y with IES. Because it is preceded by a vowel, we can simply add S to the verb and it becomes plays. So we can say he goes, he watches, he flies, he sings, he draws, he plays. Let us learn how to change the simple present tense into negative form and interrogative form through some examples. The first example is, I sing a song. In this sentence, the verb is sing and it is first form of the verb. Since the verb is first form, we can easily identify the tense form as simple present tense. Let us change into negative form. Don't forget the formula do or does not plus first form of the verb. Take down the person I and we have to choose do or does. According to the rules, the person I should be used with do, so we have to take down do, not, and take down the verb sing a song. I do not sing a song. Let us change it into interrogative again. The formula is do or does plus subject plus first form of the verb. Since we know that I should be used with do, we have to start with do. The subject here is I, do I. The verb is sing a song. Do I sing a song? Example 2. She eats food. Here, the verb is eats. It belongs to the first form of the verb and it is simple present tense. The letter S is added to the verb eat. Do you know why? It's because of the person she, which is third person singular. Whenever we use with third person singular like she, we need to add something to the verb. That is why the sentence is she eats food. Let's change it into negative form. The formula is do or does not plus first form of the verb. Let's start with she. And we have to choose do or does. Since the person she should be used with does, according to the rule, we have to take down does not eat food. She does not eat food. Let's change into interrogative form. The formula is do or does plus subject plus first form of the verb. We have to start with does. The subject is she eat food. Does she eat food? Question mark. Example 3. John catches a big fish. In this sentence, the verb is catches, which is first form of the verb and belongs to the simple present tense. Let's change into negative form. Take down John. We know that John is a singular noun. We have to use with the negative form does not according to the rule. John does not. And the next one is we have to know a very important thing here. We are going to change back catches into its original form, that is catch. Because of using does or does not. Whenever we use does or does not with first form of the verb, we don't need to add any letters. We have to use its original form, first form of verb. John does not catch a big fish. Now the interrogative form will be, we have to start with do or does. Since John is singular noun, we have to start with does. John catch a big fish. Does John catch a big fish? Question mark. When any letter is added to the first form of verb, we can directly choose does or does not in the negative and question form. Now let us move to the next example. Example 4. Birds fly in the sky. In this sentence, the verb is fly, which is first form of the verb and belongs to the simple present tense. We'll change into negative form. Take down birds. We know that the word birds is a plural noun, so we have to use with the negative form do not and take down the verb fly as it is. We don't need to make any change because of the plural nouns. Birds do not fly in the sky. Let's change it into interrogative form. Since it is question form, we have to start with do or does. We know that birds is a plural noun, so we have to start with do. Do birds fly in the sky? Question mark. So this is the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for watching. See you again. Till then, bye bye.